I'm going to start in seated position this morning. So finding a comfortable seated position, and as always, playing whatever music that you want on this morning in the background. So the playlist that I've sent, or whatever music you want to. Should get my glasses so that you can see. That's better. So I'm starting in a seated position with the legs crossed. And whichever way the legs naturally cross, just change the other foot on top of the other, switch the feet. And then lifting the fleshy part of the bum so that the bony part of the pelvis is into the mat. And it's a morning practice this evening, so we're going to place the palms faced up towards the sky so that we're ready to start to receive the energy of the day. With a nice straight spine, see if you can kind of push the chin in towards the back of the neck so that we're not leaning forward too much. We want a nice straight spine, and then place the hand back to the knee. And let's just look at something in front of us, say like about 3 feet in front of the body, with the eyes closed, but just kind of softening the gaze halfway. So we're keeping the eyes open this morning so that our awareness is in the present moment, not drifting back into last night's sleep. And for a second before we start to go into practice, just sitting in some stillness, noticing what's coming up for you today, what energy you've got in the body, any aches or pains that you need to flow through this morning. Maybe any anxious thoughts of the future or to-do lists that you've got to do today. Just start to notice what's happening in your mind and your body. And then option to set yourself an intention. So we've got a 30-minute practice this evening. So bring into the practice anything that you need to. So when we come to the mat, we're not only dedicating our practice, but we're also bringing anything that we need to work on. So physically in our body or emotionally in our heart. And then starting to connect in deeper with the breath. Keep the eyes fixed on something on the floor in front of you. Start to lengthen the breath through the nose. And then because it's morning, we're going to open the mouth and sigh it out. Noise is welcome. Inhale in. Exhale out through the mouth. Inhale, deep belly breath. Exhale, really sigh it out. Let go of any stale energy from last night's sleep. Inhale in. Exhale out. Seeing if you can let the arms and the body be heavy as you continue to breathe like this, and start to notice if the chest or the shoulders start to rise as you inhale and fall as you exhale. And then taking the breath a little bit quicker, we're going to inhale in, exhale through the mouth, in, out, in, out, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. One more. And then we're going to hold the breath. So we're going to take a deep breath in through the nose. Hold the breath in at the top and just bring to your awareness your intention again. Before we start to move the body, keep coming back to that intention if your mind starts to wander. And then exhale out. And then starting to connect in with the breath, this time with the mouth closed, so the lips are sealed. Inhaling through the nose and out through the nose. And we're going to start by just starting to circle the wrists, a nice small movement before we start to go this morning, and then change the direction. So just starting to warm the body up, and then hands go back down towards the knee. Place the back of the hands to the knee so that the palms are faced towards the sky, and just create a little chin mudra. So the thumb and the next finger are going to make like an OK sign, and then just relax the fingers. And then we're just going to start to use the breath to start to connect with the movement. So on the inhale, we're going to drop the left ear to the left shoulder, and then on the exhale, the right to the right. Inhale left to left. Not yanking the head, especially first thing in the morning. Even just small movements here can just start to wake up that neck muscle. So inhale left to left. Exhale right to right. Really use the breath to move you. Inhale. And then as you start to exhale, the body knows to move to the right. And then when you're ready, we're going to create a bit of like a half circle movement. So when the left ear is next on the left shoulder, this time you're going to drop the chin towards the chest, then you're going to roll the right ear to the right shoulder. And then we're going to go back the opposite way. And then we're going to do that with the breath. So when the left ear is on the left shoulder, on the inhale, roll chin to chest, right ear to right shoulder, and then exhale the opposite way. Keeping the eyes open so we're focused. Inhale. See if you can let the movement be a bit fluid. So it's quite common here to hold a bit of tension in the neck. See if you can let the head rock from side to side. Rolling forward with the chin to the chest. And then when you're ready, gently back to center. And then this time you're going to place the arms out the side like a T. So we're going to check in with the shoulder this morning before we start to move. So with the palms face towards the ground, I want you to see if you can really straighten the arms out. So not kind of leaning one way or to the other, making sure the spine's nice and center. And then drop the shoulders away from the ears. Start to notice if any other muscles start to contract. And then we're going to use the breath to rotate the whole arm. So on the inhale, you're going to keep the arm like straight. So not just moving the wrist, we're going to move the whole arm so that the arm and the palms face towards the sky. And then you're going to drop the shoulders. And then on the exhale, the palms go towards the ground, but take the whole arm with it. So inhale, palms and arm go up. Exhale, down. Again, we're moving with the breath. Inhale. Exhale, palms down. Inhale. Start to feel that fire in the shoulders. That fire is just the energy and the prana moving through the shoulders as we wake up their muscles. First thing in the morning, they might be a little bit sleepy, so just work at your own pace and slow down if you need to. One more. And then when you're ready this time on the inhale, you're going to take both of them hands towards the sky. The palms are going to meet at prayer. And then on the exhale, you're going to bring them down the center line of the body, and then they're going to come to the heart. And then we go again. So on the inhale, we go out and up. And then on the exhale, down towards heart space center. Inhale, arms out and reach up. Exhale, down. On the next one, I want you to really emphasize the reach. So inhale, take the arms up towards the sky as if you're trying to get something that's above you. And then on the exhale, sink the hips down towards the earth and sink the heart, hands towards the heart. One more. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, down. And then this time, you're going to place both hands on the belly button. And we're just going to start to connect in with the belly breath. So we're taking a deep breath in through the nose. Notice if you can feel anything in your chest, your throat, or maybe the belly. Maybe you just got a bit of a throat breath this morning. Seeing if you can send the breath down to the base of the belly, and then exhale if you haven't already. So again, take a deep breath into the nose. Feel the muscles underneath the hands start to contract as they lengthen the spine, and then exhale out. One more. Inhale deep. Exhale out, and then placing the hands on the side of the body where the ribs are. So we're moving our awareness here. When we get up first in the morning, we go into autopilot. We want to go and get a coffee. We need to get a shower. So we're taking a step off that, and in the mat, instead we're bringing our awareness into our body. So mirroring the ribs with the fingers. So where the ribs are, kind of just above the belly button to the side. Seeing if you can, as much as you can, connect in with where your ribs are, and then take a deep breath in. Start to feel the ribs rise without even knowing it. Just do it automatically. And then as you exhale, feel it fall. Inhale. Exhale. So we're doing a lot of breath work this morning, but making sure that you bring your awareness. This is half of the work, the breath and the movement. Inhale. Feel the ribs rise. Exhale, feel them fall. Seeing if you can send that breath a little bit deeper this time. And exhale. And one more one. Inhaling. Exhale out. And then this time you're going to place the hands either side of the body. You're going to take the right arm up in line with the shoulder. And then you're going to gently melt the left ear towards the left shoulder. So you're not going to go very far with the arm out. You're not going to go as far as when the arm is down. But just starting to notice any sensations in the neck and the right arm. And then gently taking that right arm towards the sky with the palm face towards the left, fingers towards the sky. And then you're going to sweep that right arm all the way over to the left, and then kind of guide a little big circle with that right arm so it comes right back to the right side of the body. And then again on the opposite side, left arm goes in line with the shoulder. Take a deep breath in and drop the right ear towards the right shoulder. So as if you're kind of stretching out that left side of the shoulder and neck. And then when you're ready, taking that left arm up towards the sky, reaching up towards the sky. And then gently melting that left arm kind of over the body, over the face to the right side of the body, and then walk it back out. And then gently placing the hands behind you. You're going to release the feet in front of you. Feet are going to come to the mat. And see if you can find a place where so fingers can be faced away from you, or you can place the fingers towards the back of the hips, whichever feels best for you. You're going to straighten the legs. And then you're just going to see if you can start to flex the feet and start to engage with the back of the legs. So play with the sitting bones if you need to. You can tuck the tailbone under or tuck it out, whichever feels comfortable. And then just start to play with the breath and the movement. So on the inhale, you're going to flex your feet, really push the heels away from you. And then on the exhale, you're going to point the toes. Inhale, flex the feet. Exhale, point the toes. So this is really good for the calves. So on the inhale, pull the toes back towards the shin, push the heels away from you. Drop the shoulders away from the ears so the spine is nice and long. And then on the exhale, point the toes. Really use the breath. Inhale in. Exhale out. Exhale through the mouth or the nose, whichever one's for you. And then this time we're going to hold. So on the next inhale, when you flex the feet, really push the heels away from you. Feel the back of the calf start to wake up. Pull the toes a little bit closer towards the shins. Hold breath, hold pose. And then gently release. And then swing the legs to the right side of the body. So the legs are better. If you can't bend the knees, you can have them right in front of you. And we're just going to lean to the left with our left hand and just start to take some circles with that right arm. So again, nice small gentle movements this morning, but we're just starting to wake up any energy blocks in the right shoulder, clearing out anything that's blocking the energy flowing through the body, and creating a bit of new blood flow as well this morning. Almost like shaking up the energy like you were like a snow globe. And then changing the direction with that right arm. Noticing any difference from one to the other. And then when you're ready, gently bringing that right hand back and then just lifting the hips up and over so that the leg to the left this side. This time, all the legs are in front, you can just change the right hand to support you on the right. And then again, starting to circle. So notice if your attention has started to wander a little bit. Have you forgot your intention that you set at the start of class? You lost the breath. Bring it back to the breath and what your body's feeling right now. Anything that the mind's coming to in the future hasn't even happened yet. So just bring your attention back to what you're feeling. As you move that left arm, around and then start to change the direction. Remembering to breathe in through the nose and out. One more big circle. And then when you're ready, you're going to very gently bring the hands towards the ground. And then you're going to come up onto the knees. If you've got any issues with the knees, you can place a cushion under the knees. Otherwise, you're going to see if you can come up with the feet and the shins into the mat, knees into the mat. If you really do struggle with your knees, if you've got any issues with them or any injuries, you can do this stood up. We're seeing if you can do it on your knees, an option with the feet to tuck the toes under, or you can have back feet into the mat. Personal preference of whatever feels best for you. And then on the inhale, you're going to sweep the hands up towards the sky. And then on the exhale, you're going to melt the hands down to the heart. Inhale up. Exhale back. One more. Inhale up. Exhale back. This time you're going to keep the hands at prayer at heart center. Again, tuck the toes or keep them flat, whichever is best for you. And then you're going to imagine that the front of the body is one plane of glass. So it's not going to bend or break. It's not going to bend. It's going to stay nice and straight. And then you're just going to lean the body back. So ever so slightly, even just literally a couple of inches will make a difference. And then you're going to look up towards the sky. You're going to make sure that the tailbone is tucked under so the front of the body is nice and strong. And then use the breath here and just hold 2 breaths. Feeling the power in the front of the body. Pushing the hips forward slightly. And then when you're ready, come forward. And then gently releasing the hands and knees towards the mat. And then this time we're going to step forward with the right foot. So again, you can do this standing if you need to with the knees, or you can pop a cushion under the left knee. And then you're going to use your hands to come up onto the hands are onto the right knee. So we're going to work into the legs this morning, so making sure that we release any of the tension that we're holding in the front and back of the thighs. So with the right foot into the mat, seeing if you can get to the right knee is above the right ankle. So we don't want a too wide stance yet, we just want it nice and close. So the right foot and left knee shouldn't be too far away. But you're going to walk the right foot away from the left knee, and so it's going to go more to the right side of the mat. So the right foot doesn't want to be right in front of the left hip. We want a little bit of an opening. And then hands are going to come to the hips. You're going to place your hands on the back of the hips, as if you've got jeans on, you're sliding your hands in the back of the jean pocket. And then you're going to pinch your shoulder blades together. So imagine you've got something on the front of the chest and you're trying to shine it forward. Shoulder blades pinch together. The elbows come together as close as they can. Take a deep breath in. And then on the exhale, you're going to very gently just let the hips fall forward. You can walk that right foot forward to just make sure that you're at a point where you feel nice and balanced. And then on the exhale, you're going to come back. So really small movements, but really effective. Pinch the shoulder blades together, inhale in, let the hips fall forward, exhale back. And then use your breath to guide this. So inhale forward, exhale back, inhale forward, exhale back. And then gently releasing the hands from the hips. You're going to place the left hand on the floor next to the right foot. And then you're going to lift that right hand towards the sky. So we're twisting into the torso here. So making sure that if you can, you're going to try and bring that right arm up towards the sky. And the chest is going to shine towards the right, keeping the hips where they are. It's just the chest that's leading this movement. And then option if you want to drop that right arm to the back of the lower back, just so that you get a little bit of a further twist. Remembering to breathe. And then when you're ready, right arm goes back towards the sky. This time, right arm is going to meet left, going to replace the left hand. Right hand into the mat, and the left hand's going to go towards the sky. So this is going to be a little bit more challenging than the other side because we're twisting different muscles. For me, I can only get my left hand in line with my shoulder. Maybe that's enough for you today. Maybe you can take the left hand all the way towards the sky. And again, just gently looking up towards the left hand, wherever it is, holding here for one breath. And if you're feeling any discomfort or aches, just sit with it. Try not to resist or push away from it. That's when things start to transform, when we can sit with the discomfort. And then gently placing both hands towards the mat. Use the hands to come back onto the right knee. And then we're going to come back onto the right heel. So the left toes are naturally going to come up off the mat. You can walk the foot forward if you need to. And then you can see if you can get that right leg as straight as you can. And we're going to use the arms here. So on the inhale, you're going to sweep the arms forward and you're going to come up. And then on the exhale, you're going to fold the body over the right leg. And again, inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold the body over. Remember the breath. Remember we're moving through any tension that's coming from the right leg. So sit with any of them sensations. And then on the next one, you're going to drop the hands towards the earth. Step that right knee back. And then we're going to step the left foot forward this time. So left foot into the mat. And again, coming up, using the hands onto that right knee. Finding a place which feels like you're balanced, but then there's a bit of a space in between the left foot and the right knee. And then hands are going to come to the hips, and we're going to place our hands in the back of the pockets again in the jeans. And then on the inhale, you're going to go forward. And then on the exhale, come back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Pinching the shoulder blades together and the elbows if they're not already. Just work through this and just start to notice, like an observer, anything that's happening in the legs. And then when you're ready, after the next exhale, you're going to drop that right arm towards the ground. Inhale the left arm towards the sky. Just have a nice little twist. Remember, we're twisting from the torso. So that left arm hitting the left and the chest wants to come towards the left side of the body if we can. One more breath here. Really use the breath to melt away any of them thoughts that are telling you to get out of the pose or this isn't comfortable. That's just our fears and our comfort zone. And then gently lowering that left hand to replace the right. And then again, option to change, to twist towards the right. Again, I can't get very far on this side. Just my arms in line with the shoulder. But the idea here is that we're just gently opening that chest towards the right. Using here for one breath. And then when you're ready, right arm to meet left. And then again, bringing the hands onto the knee to help you up. Lifting the left toes. And then just starting to use the hands here. Inhale up with the breath, the spine nice and long. And then exhale, just fold that body over the left leg. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale. And then gently placing the hands back down to the ground, stepping the left knee to the right. We're going to come to standing now. So you can come with me through downward dog or any way that you prefer to come to standing. So you're going to tuck the toes towards the ground and just kind of hammer the toes into the ground a little bit. Start to shake up the energy in the feet. And then when you're ready, place the toes down, ready to feel nice and grounded. Bring the weight back first of all, so heels back towards, one back towards the heels. And then really using the shoulders away from the ears, so starting to activate the shoulders. Spine's going to be nice and long, so you're going to tuck your chin towards the chest, so your spine is nice and neutral. And then you're just going to float the hips up towards the sky. And then this is your chance to pad up the heels, get the back of the thighs nice and awake this morning. Just padding one heel and the opposite heel towards the ground. And then option to hold both heels towards the ground and downward dog. And then when you're ready, you're going to walk your hands and feet to meet in the center line. You're going to roll up very slowly at your own pace until eventually you're going to come to standing. And then in standing, we're just going to work with the breath and rolling the shoulders. So on the inhale, you're going to take the shoulders up towards the ears. And then on the exhale, you're going to bring them back down in a big circle. So inhale up, exhale down. Let the arms be heavy, so try not to move with the arms, just move with the shoulders. And then gently releasing the shoulders away from the ears. Taking a second to connect with the breath into Tadasana. So in mountain pose, feet together, knees together, thighs together. Hands towards the side of the body with the palms faced up. Tucking that tailbone under so that we start to lengthen the side of the body. Lifting the chest so that you're nice and full. Space in between the chin and the chest, drop the shoulders away from the ears. For a second, just close the eyes. And just visualize the feet rooted through to the ground, connecting back to source, back to air. Feeling recharged and nice and grounded this morning. Take a deep breath in. Open the mouth and sigh out. Gently blink the eyes open. And then gently walking the feet to about hip width distance. Hands are going to come behind you. So you've got options. You can either grab opposite elbows or opposite forearms. You can interlink the hands behind you, or if you want to, you can come into reverse prayer. So the palms are together, the hands back into prayer, but just in reverse position. And then whichever one you're in, just making sure that you're not pulling or pinching anything in your shoulders. If you are, then take an alternative. If your hands are clasped together into like a fist, you're going to like pull the palms together so that the shoulders start to come away from the ears. And then wherever the arms are, we're just going to start to twist the torso to the left and the right. So the legs are going to stay where they are, but we're just going to twist them round to the left and right, starting to get a little bit of mobility into the spine. And then when you're ready, come back to center. On the inhale, look up towards the sky. Take the hands away from the body. So whatever pose you're in, whether it be reverse prayer, whether it be hands clasped together or just holding the shoulders, see if you can pull the hands away from the body and start to feel any sensations that come up in the shoulders and the back of the neck. And then gently release. And then on the next inhale, take the hands away again. Pinch them shoulder blades together, look up towards the sky. And then exhale down, gently release, start to circle the wrists. And then gently coming back to the feet are closer together. You're going to point the right foot forward, and we're going to make sure that we're nice and grounded through the left foot. So we're coming into a balance sequence towards the end of the class. So making sure that the body is nice and balanced before we start our day. So with the left foot, you're just going to notice if you're on the instep. So see if you can push your weight into all four corners. So the big toe, the little toe, and the back of the heels. And then when you feel as if the left foot's nice and connected, you're going to straighten that right foot in front of you. Option to take the knee in front of the chest. And then you're going to see if you can straighten that right knee. So the leg might come down if it's straight rather than with the knee up. The idea here is that we want the hands onto the hips so that the body's nice and tall and strong. And we're stretching with the back of that right leg. And then gently bend the right knee. And you're going to take the right hand to the right knee. Use the left hand for your balance. So you need to take it out to the side or to the sky. And then you're going to see if you can take that right knee out to the side of the right hand. And then option to look up towards the left hand. And then right knee back in front of the chest. Straighten that right leg in front of you. Take the arms up towards the sky. Imagine that with as much weight as the gravity is pulling you down towards the earth, the hands are pulling you up towards the sky. So as if the body's cut in half, the top part pulling up and the bottom part's pulling down. And then gently step that right foot to the left. And then just start to slap the thighs. So really get the hands connected onto the flesh of the thighs, back, glutes, bum cheeks. And then coming up to the front of the hips, starting to stimulate the lymphatic system and the stomach. Literally clearing out any toxins that we don't need. And then coming back to the right foot. So the right foot's into the mat. And then again, four corners of the right foot. So automatically we might go onto the instep. Let's just see if we can connect the little toe, the big toe, and the back two points to the heel. And then pointing the left foot in front of you. Lift, bringing the left knee in front of you, and then using your hands to hips. So you can even bring the hands to prayer if that makes you feel balanced. And then straightening that left foot as much as you can. Flexing the foot, really feeling the back of the stretch, back of the leg stretch. And then on the inhale, take the left knee in front of the chest. If that's enough for you, stay there. Or option to take the left knee out with the left hand towards the side. Really scoop up through the tailbone so that the body's lifting up towards the sky. And then take that left foot in front of you, straighten the leg, arms towards the sky. Pull up towards the sky with the hands. As much as the right foot is pulling towards the earth, the arms and the upper body are pulling up. And then gently start to release. And again, let's just slap the thighs, over the back, changing the blood flow and the energy and the stomach and the front of the hips. And then when you're ready, gently come into the feet are about hip width distance. Arms are going to come either side of the body, and we're just going to start to kind of like spaghetti the arms from left to right. So let the arms be completely heavy and just let the arms swing from left to right. And then gently slowing it down, coming back to center. And then on the inhale, you're going to take the arms up towards the sky. On the exhale, you're going to bend the knees so they track over the toes, and you're going to throw any of the energy in between your hands to the left side of the body. And then you're going to take it up, and then you're going to throw it to the right. Inhale up, exhale left, inhale up, exhale right. So anything that you no longer serves you, any negative emotions, any grudges, any anxiety, anything that just doesn't feel right in the stomach when it sits with you, just see if you can just bring that to your attention and just throw it away. Clearing out for the day so that we can go into the day a little bit more connected to our true self. One more on each side. Inhale, exhale to the left. Inhale, exhale to the right. And then gently come back to center. Feet are going to come a little bit closer, so a little bit about hip width distance, maybe a little bit left. And then we're going to come to a forward fold before we finish the practice. So we're going to do a halfway lift this morning. So the spine's nice and long and straight. And then on the inhale, you're going to take the arms up towards the sky. And then on the exhale, with a bend in the knee, you're going to very gently drop the arms. And you're going to come to a place where you're in a halfway lift. So hands can come to the shin. You're going to drop the shoulders away from the ears. Keep a bend in the knee if that's right for you, or see if you can straighten them. And you're going to imagine that from the top of the head, someone's pulling an invisible cord. The weight's going to come into the tips of the toes. You're going to feel that stretch in the back of the leg. Imagine someone's got like a tray, and they're going to place it on your lower back. And an option to take the arms behind you so that the arms track back past the hips. Option if you want to take it a little bit more advanced, you can clasp the hands together behind you and then take the hands up towards the sky and just let the gaze fall towards the ground. Wherever you are, you're going to feel that stretch in the back of the thighs with 2 deep breaths. And then when you're ready, before you come up, you're going to bend the knees to protect that lower back. Take the hands on the hips and then very gently start to roll to standing. And then let's just start to shake out the hands and legs. So the feet, the ankle will start to shake it out. Really try and like shake the thighs, really shake that, the leg bone. And then gently coming back to standing. So feet together, knees together. The right hand's going to go on the middle of the chest and the left hand's going to go on the belly button. And for a second, I want you to close down the eyes. And as a collective practice this morning, I want you to give gratitude to yourself and to each other for setting the alarm and getting out of bed and pushing past any resistance to stay in bed a little bit longer. Press that snooze button. Feel any energy that's coming through the body now under the left and right hand, and just know that that's energy that you've created, nobody else. That energy is always there for you to shake up when you need to. And put the body in a place of healing from anything that we're dealing with. Gently blink the eyes open, take a deep breath into the nose and feel the breath go under the chest and the right hand, down to the belly and the left hand, and then exhale out. And again, inhale in, exhale out. As you inhale in, start to feel the body move in its natural ways. As you take the breath in and the chest rises, and then exhale out. One more, inhale in, exhale out. And then we're going to finish with a nice cleansing breath. So hands come down towards the side of the body, really let the shoulders drop away from the ears. Step the feet about hip width distance. And then on the inhale, come up onto the tiptoes. And then on the exhale, you're going to slam the heels towards the ground. And then we're going to connect this in with the breath. So on the inhale, the heels come off the ground. On the exhale, we sigh it out through the mouth as we slam the heels towards the ground. Inhale. Exhale. Let the arms swing. Make noises if that feels right. 2 more. And then gently back to center. Hands down to prayer at heart center. Feel any changes in the heart rate, in the breath. See if you can take any of this energy off the mat for the rest of the day. Reflecting back on your intention that you set at the start of class and knowing that you can change your intention at any point of the day. You can always start your day over, even if half of the day you just want the day to finish and start again. Just reset your intention for the rest of the day. Take a deep breath in, keep the hands at prayer, but take them up towards the sky and gently melt them down towards the heart. Thank you as always for letting me guide you through the practice. And I hope your body and your mind repays you for starting the day with a little bit of movement and breath. Namaste.